An event that's always special for any sporting team in high school, senior night. Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Tamron Hyundai Hoover here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as the Patriots of Hillcrest take on the Eagles of Oak Mountain. Hello, everybody. I'm James Verrett, along with R.J. Burns. And, R.J., this is a situation where both teams are out of the playoff hunt, but they're playing for pride. How do you get your players up when you're playing for just your team and what your team means to you?
Yes, pride is how you do everything. And so you look at both teams, think about how hard you prepare in the spring and also during the summer workout. So tonight it's important that both teams play from sideline to sideline, but also from whistle to whistle.
Let's take a look at our Tamron Hyundai keys to the game. And for Hillcrest, they'll be without their star running back, so a lot of other players will have to step up big.
Yeah, for Hillcrest, it's important that you play well on your defensive line up front, but also, most importantly, in the red zone as well. And for Hillcrest, you need to depend on running back DeJuan Jackson. But for Oak Mountain, it's very important that you be physical up front, and you also want to play your style of football.
We will have contrasting styles of football as Oak Mountain wants to throw it around. Hillcrest more balanced, and they like to run it a little bit more. Our keys to the game brought to you by Tamron Hyundai Hoover. You'll love the way you're treated. Stay tuned. When we come back, we will have the coin toss and kickoff. Friday Night Rivals live from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, T-Town, as the Eagles take on the Patriots senior night at Hillcrest. Stay tuned.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, mic check. 10, 9, 8. Sorry about that. What's up? 10, 9, 8, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Why'd you? This.
An event that's always special for any sporting team in high school, senior night. Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Tamron Hyundai Hoover here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as the Patriots of Hillcrest take on the Eagles of Oak Mountain. Hello, everybody. I'm James Verrett, along with R.J. Burns. And, R.J., this is a situation where both teams are out of the playoff hunt, but they're playing for pride. How do you get your players up when you're playing for just your team and what your team means to you?
Yes, pride is how you do everything. And so you look at both teams, think about how hard you prepare in the spring and also during the summer workout. So tonight, it's important that both teams play from sideline to sideline, but also from whistle to whistle.
Let's take a look at our Tamron Hyundai keys to the game. And for Hillcrest, they'll be without their star running back, so a lot of other players will have to step up big.
Yeah, for Hillcrest, it's important that you play well on your defensive line, importantly in the red zone as well. And for Hillcrest, you need to depend on running back DeJuan Jackson. But for Oak Mountain, it's very important that you be physical up front, and you also want to play your style of football.
We will have contrasting styles of football as Oak Mountain wants to throw it around. Hillcrest more balanced, and they like to run it a little bit more. Our keys to the game brought to you by Tamron Hyundai Hoover. You'll love the way you're treated. Stay tuned. When we come back, we will have the coin toss and kickoff. Friday Night Rivals live from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. T-Town as the Eagles take on the Patriots senior night at Hillcrest. Stay tuned. A gorgeous night for football here in the western side of the great state of Alabama as the Patriots take on the Oak Mountain Eagles. And it's time for our Shops of Grand River coin toss. And it's senior night, so there were a host of seniors that came out with the Patriots. And during the coin toss, looks like it would be Hillcrest that would win the coin toss. And remember, Shops of Grand River, the only outlet mall, and they save you even more as Birmingham's only outlet mall. So Hillcrest won the toss, and they have offered to defer, which means that they'll get the ball in the second half, and they'll be kicking it to Oak Mountain. And that coin toss brought to you by Shops of Grand River. Let's go to the third member of our team, Austin Pratt. Austin?
Guys, I think we got a good game in store for us here tonight. Something you guys have brought up multiple times here is the fact that these teams aren't really playing for the postseason, but what they are playing for is pride. It is senior night, and unfortunately not every team makes the playoff. They're playing for something more. Everyone's been in that situation. Sometimes things don't go the way that you think they will, but that's when you get a game like this tonight, and we're going to get a lot more out of these players. I think it's going to be a real emotional game. We'll see how it shakes down, guys.
All right, thank you so very much, Austin. As we get ready for kickoff, it'll be Elijah Miller handling the kicking duties for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. And it is always wonderful to say it's Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. At Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, it's where you belong. They're committed to providing personalized financial solutions to help you achieve your goals. Go to CoosaPinesFCU.org today, and we are underway. But there is a flag right at the 41-yard line. Looks like one player may have gotten a little bit ahead of the kick. RJ, have you ever done that on kickoff?
No, I never was on the kickoff team. I was on the kickoff return team, but I wasn't on the kickoff.
Oh, you weren't trying to run down there.
You know, kickoffs were those skilled guys. Guys who can get down there to the return man.
Re-kick.
And it'll be a re-kick for the Patriots. Not exactly sure who jumped off, but I think they just, got a little bit ahead of the kicker.
Yeah, it was ready to probably get down to the return man.
All right, and Miller is ready to do it again. Another opportunity for our Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. And we're underway. No flag there. And the Eagles will take it inside their own 10, trying to find some room to run, and gets out to about the 25-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will take over. And this young man, Charlie Vaccarella, will take over. And he is one of those super sophomore quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very young quarterback, but Coach says even though he's young, he still has a lot of talent behind him. So tonight we're going to see what he's capable and able to do.
Coming into tonight, he has 7 touchdowns as opposed to 8 interceptions, with over 1,300 yards passing. So they're just respotting the ball, no penalty there. And now we're ready to go. 3 wide receiver set with 1 back in the backfield. Now they're going to move Myrick's in motion. Vaccarella, he's going long, looking for somebody. Almost had a one-handed catch for Kason Lemons. He got one arm on it. Now he stands 6'4", 180.
Wow, yeah, that was, we see he's a very young quarterback. You can see right here, offensive line was patient, and he knew what he wanted to get, but the wide receiver could have straight captured the ball, but if he would have caught that, man, that would have been a very big explosive play.
And let's take a look at our People's Bank of Alabama lineups. And there's the Oak Mountain lineup, People's Bank of Alabama, and they're going to go with an inside give and get a few yards before a lot of those red shirts were right there to bring them down, leading the way, Miles Madden. And take a look at the Oak Mountain offense, brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama.
Yeah, led by number 11, Charlie Vaccarella's quarterback. Number 1, Marty Myrick's the running back. You also have some good offensive linemen.
So now looking at 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for the first. Vaccarella looking, throwing, oh, no, they said that he did not come down with it, had it in his hands, but good coverage there. Lemons wants to have that one back. Check that. That was big number 81. He wanted to have that one back.
Yeah, he wanted to have that one bad. The quarterback was very patient. He delivered the ball to him, but he just couldn't quite receive the ball like he wanted to. But if he would have caught that one, that would have been a great catch right there.
Isaac Booth, the receiver. So now punt formation for the Eagles. get it all. And it's going to take an Eagles bounce, but it is returnable. And here come the Patriots. They get it beyond midfield. And that is a good return for the Patriots. So now that offense will take over. And that was a good return by Jalen Cook. And the quarterback, Jordan Chambly, just a junior, but a lot of people are expecting big things from him now and even in the future.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who's very explosive. He can make some plays. And one thing about him, he knows how to read the defense very well. So we're going to see what he can do right here in this first drive.
4 wide receivers now. Cherry going in motion to the far side. And there's movement on the front of that offense.
Well, that's not how you want to start offensive drive on that. You don't want to have those type of plays. So you know the snap count. Just be patient and wait for your center to snap the ball.
Just moving back 5. Now it's 1st and 15. So now they're going to go with the 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Chambly looking to throw. Nice high throw. Good catch. And that's Jalen Cook right there on the reception.
Yeah, and that's a receiver.
Check that. That was Caden Smith.
Yeah, and that's a young man you want to have your eyes on all night. Caden Smith, he can do some great things. Very good receiver. He's also a Vandy commit, so you want to watch him and see what he can do.
Let's take a look at the lineups brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama for the Hillcrest Tuscaloosa Patriots.
Yeah, you have 63, Jaheim Brooks. You also have number 78, Mason Booth. You also have number 11, Austin Sheridan.
And a big hit by Colby King to shellac Dejon Johnson. As you said, they're going to have to depend a lot on him tonight.
Yes, I mean, he's a guy who can do some good things, and he's very explosive, but he just, when your number get called, you have to step up and do what you can. He's filling in for their running back who's hurt, so we're going to see what he can do tonight.
So now 3rd down and 5. Still 3 wide receivers set on the far side. Chambly with time, going to throw high. And the pass was intended for Smith, but just a little bit too high for him.
Yeah, it looks like.
Let's take a look at that defensive lineup brought to you by People's Bank of Alabama for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're led by number 40, Xander Pender, defensive lineman. They also have 15, Peyton Gamble at linebacker. Number 12, J.C. Swinder at DB. Also have number 9, Kennedy Salas right there at defensive back as well.
So Oak Mountain's defense holds. And now it's time for their special teams to try to be something special. They've got Logan Johnson back deep to return. And the punt is Gunnar Webb for the Patriots. It's an up back. Smith is going to try to run it. He sheds one blocker. He's trying to get beyond the 40 and does. Wow, what a special play.
Wow, yeah,
Caden Smith on the run.
Yeah, those type of plays you want to look out for. I mean, on 4th and short, you want to make sure you want to know all your playmakers at, and we definitely know Jaden Smith is definitely a playmaker for this young man, so you want to have eyes on him at all times.
No doubt about it. He was able to make that play, and once again, they didn't look at the personnel, and they had Caden Smith as the up back, and he just outran the rest of the defense and got the first down.
Wow.
So now they're going to have new life at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. The Patriots march on. Chambly now under center. And they're going to try to run it up the gut, and they're able to find some room to run. Wow, inside the 20, and he hasn't gone down yet, but they stop his forward progress. What a run by Amari Taylor. That's a coming out party run right there.
Yeah, that was a great run. One thing I noticed about watching them on film is they're not scared to get behind that eye, and they will run the belly. So that was a great play right there. I mean, he got some yards, was very old school, but he was able to make something positive out of a run like that.
Now we're in our Windows World red zone. Inside the 20. Ball now at the 10-yard line. Make it the 11. Chambly looking to throw. And incomplete.
One thing about Chambly, he knows where he wants to go, but sometimes his passes are a little just too high. But if he can get him down, if he connect with the receiver, man, they're going to be some positive plays all night.
No doubt about it. The ball now at the 14-yard line. Remember, Window World, that you can enhance your home with Window World of Central Alabama. They redefine durability, performance, and value, setting a new standard in how you live or work in Central Alabama. Second down in the Windows World red zone. Ball at the 14. Still in that eye. Going to try to run it again, and this time they find Taylor rather quickly. He's able to gain one, possibly two.
Yeah, he didn't gain many yards on that, but he did on the previous play, but at the same time, it was still a well-executed play, and he just trusted his offensive lineman. Yeah, you see, taking a look at it right there. And one thing about them, they're not afraid to line up in the eye, so we don't see that a whole lot still in high school football. We see it a lot, but this team, I believe we're going to see it a lot tonight with this football team.
Joey Lewis making that tackle. Now third down. They can get a first without scoring. Shamley looks like a broken play, and the defense feasts on that, and they're able to get a sack.
Yeah, the defense was all over that. We don't know if it was a miscommunication or what the play was, but the defense were all over that play right there.
Good job by their defense, and that's Peyton Gamble who shot the gap and said, you know what, I'm right here. He's able to make a play along with Joe Schwinder. Elijah Miller now for the chip shot field goal. Kick is up, and it's good. 31-yard field goal, and Hillcrest Tuscaloosa is on the board. It is senior night here in Tuscaloosa for the Patriots, and they get an easy 3.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't score in your drive, but at the same time, you didn't end possession without points. So it's always good to end a possession with a touchdown or the field goal, and that's what Hillcrest was able to do on their first offensive drive.
And you see Coach Mitchell right there trying to guide this team along, making the move last year from 6A now to 7A, and they were very competitive in Class 6A. They move up to 7A, and most likely the most competitive 7A district in the southeastern part of the United States, and it's been an adjustment, but they've been competitive this year.
Yeah, I mean, moving them to a different region, it always can't be. It's going to be competitive, but at the same time, you just have to adjust. And that's what the game of football is all about, just adjusting to different challenges. So he's looking forward to the challenge in his new region in the 7A.
So now another Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. And Miller boots this one into the end zone for a touchback. Great kick by Elijah Miller. And now Oak Mountain will have it at their own 20. You see Colby King right there. Can they get the ball to King and see if they can get something going here for Oak Mountain? Roccarella, the quarterback, has made some good throws. The receivers got to bring it in. Our second series of the evening now for the Eagles. Going with a little tight lineup here with 2 wide receivers on the far side. They're going to try to keep it on the ground. Trying to find some room is Marty Myrich, but Myrich fumbles the ball. But will they call him down? Good recovery there by Kason Lemons.
Yeah, good run right there by Marty Myrich, but as you said, I mean, you can see right here on the replay, he ran the ball, got behind his lineman, but at the same time, you want to hold that ball, and it's good that he was down, but it's also even better that his teammate was able to recover the football, and with Kason Lemons being able to jump on the football.
Second down, 5 now for the Eagles. Getting some pressure, Vaccarelli's going to try to throw it up in the air, and it's intercepted. Patriots are able to get the football. Great job by Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. And Watson gets the interception, and what a play by them. I mean, that was really sort of like one of those things where you're saying the ball is like a tip drill. It was just up in the air, standing there, and Jermichael Watson able to bring it down. We come back, we'll see if the Patriots can capitalize off the turnover by Oak Mountain. Vaccarella getting some pressure. He throws the ball up in the air, and it's, hey, Watson, you've got it. Stay tuned. The Oak Mountain Band coming from around the mountain way, coming all the way over to Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. And yeah, their school is up there in the sky, and they can most likely look over and see Oak Mountain, how high they are up out there in the southern part of the Birmingham area. And for Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, they've got great field position now. And Jordan Shambly going to try to see if he can get the first touchdown of the evening between these two teams. Smith goes in motion. Now he's flared out. Shambly now with some time. Got plenty of time. Now being pressured. He's going to run it. Spin move gets inside the red zone down to about the 16-yard line. Nice move by Shambly.
Yeah, what was also nice was all the time he had in the pocket by his offensive lineman, giving him time to see, look down the field and go through his progression. You see right here, and this quarterback is very tall too, so he can see almost all the offensive linemen doing little things, trying to get out the pocket. But he also hit a nice spin move right there. So what a great run by quarterback Jordan Shambly.
Gets a first down now once again in the Window World red zone. Now it's going to be a direct snap to Shambly. Looks like he was more in the Wildcat. Gets it over to Smith. Look at Smith. He's going to get about 8 or 9 yards on the play. That was more of an option run right there.
Yeah, that was a nice option. It was well executed. As you can, the quarterback was getting ready to get hit, so he pitched it out to the, number 3 right there, which is Caden Smith, and he was able to get some positive yards. I think Caden Smith can do just a lot of different things on this offense.
No doubt about it. He is an offensive dynamo. Second down and about 4. And they're going to stop play. So they get a free 5 to make it first and goal. Inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. So now they've got 2 backs in the backfield with DeJuan Johnson and Amari Taylor. Now under center is Shambly. And there's another flag on the play, another stoppage of play. Let's see what their call is. And head coach Shane McComb, he can't believe it. He's trying to figure out, wait a minute, how do we get back-to-back? So now rather than first and goal at the 7, it's first and goal from about the 3-yard line. Taylor and then Johnson in the backfield along with Shambly. Under center, going to give it to Johnson, and into the end zone for a touchdown is DeJuan Johnson. Another City of Bessemer touchdown, our first touchdown of the evening. And remember, City of Bessemer, they are the Marble City with growing jobs, affordable housing, strong schools. Bessemer, Alabama, opportunity lives here.
Well, yeah, we said coming to the game, you want to watch number 0, DeJuan Johnson did a good job of running behind offensive line, but he got downhill and got very physical. So what a great executed play right there by DeJuan Johnson.
So now they can make it a 10-point lead as Miller is on for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it's a good kick. And just like that, Agent Zero, DeJuan Johnson, doing his job, making sure that his team gets on. And after the interception and a couple of penalties, it was an easy dive in for Johnson as it's 10-0 on senior night here in Patriot Land. Stay tuned. weather continues to be gorgeous here as Hillcrest Tuscaloosa has a 10-point lead. Elijah Miller once again for the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. His leg has been busy early tonight. Let's see if the Eagles can silence his leg, but this one is booming and it goes into the end zone and bounces. Looks like it got close to going through the goalpost right there. Another good kick by Mr. Miller.
Yeah, he booted to the end zone, and as you said, his leg has been busy, but at the same time, it didn't stop him from kicking that ball back into the end zone for a touchback.
So now after a couple of penalties that really provided the Patriots with an easy score, and let's go. 3 plays, 28 yards. DeJuan Johnson with a 3-yard touchdown run. Remember, that's brought to you by Fortis Institute. And that's our scoring summary, and Fortis, your life powered by learning. Trying to run the football now. Myrick's on the carry. He gets past the first level, off to the second level, and able to get a first down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, it looked like they ran Myrick right there on the outside zone, but he's also another running back who can do some good things, too. I mean, he's very patient. He has good feet, so you want to watch him all night and make sure you can identify him. You see on this play right here, he kind of bounced it out a little bit, was able to get some yards for a first down, and eventually stepped out of bounds.
So now 1st and 10 with a 4 wide receiver set. Vaccarella looking to throw. Nice. Has a receiver. Able to get enough for the first down. And looks like they'll be moving the chains again. And that's big number 81, Isaac Booth. He stands 6 feet 180.
Yeah, that was a very good catch and definitely a good throw right there. You can see right here the quarterback went through his progressions, almost had a little pressure, but was able to catch the ball right there in a small pocket. But nevertheless, he was able to get it for a first down.
Vaccarella now getting pressure. He wants to run, trying to find an avenue, and he gets hit hard and knocked out of bounds. May have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, but good to see Charlie bounce back up.
Yeah, he took a nice hit right there on the out of bounds, so he bounced back up. And that's what you want to see in a player, especially like a quarterback like that. They were able to take hits, but they also can bounce right back up after that play.
No gain there. DJ Jones was able to provide the shellacking there with that hit. Now 2nd and 10 with 4 wide receivers again. Now they're going to move Myrick's in motion, and it goes over the head of Myrick's. Looks like they were trying to do a running back screen, but that didn't go anywhere fast.
Yeah, it definitely didn't go anywhere, and it looked like Myrick's was a little confused, but at the end of the day, you don't want to do like you did on the last possession. Just throw it away and don't force nothing. So good job right there by the quarterback.
So now 3rd down. They're going to call it 10. They're going to keep it on the ground. Myrick's trying to find some room. Nice spin move. 2nd and 3rd effort, and he's able to get a first down right there. And that looked like it was more of a zone read.
Yeah, that was a very good play right there. As you can tell, I mean, he was very patient. But once he went behind his offensive line, he take the snap, take the ball. He's going to see what he can get. Very good cutout right there. He was still moving his feet. He didn't want to go down, but that was a very good run right there by Marty Myrick.
Oh, they say he was short just by a yard.
Oh, man.
So it's 4th and 1. It's decision time. This may be our first coach's call of the night. RJ, what do you think they need to do?
Yeah, I think you just need to run it up the gut. I mean, it's 4th and 1, so it wouldn't hurt. I mean, you right there literally at the 1-yard line, so I think just run it on up right there to get a first down.
And looks like Coach McComb wants to call a timeout, and this is a good opportunity for our at-equipment coach's call. If you're Coach McComb at this point, what do you think's going through his head?
I think he's trying to figure out what can we do to get a first down? What can we do to – I mean, we're right there. We're close. So at this point, you need to make a decision. Do I want to run the ball or do I just want to go ahead and punt?
And remember, Act Equipment has a full line of retail and service location, and they also have handheld mowers and products. They also trade and sell used riding lawnmowers, tractors, compact construction equipment, and they also sell 130 horsepower tractors, Gatorade trailers, and multiple equipment, implements, and companies. And that is Act Equipment and our coach's call. So you think they need to go for it or punt it?
I think in your case, I mean, just go for it. I mean, you're literally right there at the 1-yard line. I mean, not the 1-yard line, but you need 1 yard to go. So just go for it.
And it looks like they may be following your instructions there. Myrick's the back in the backfield. But they still have about 3 wide receivers split out and a tight end. Going to send someone in motion. Try to give it up the gut, and it looks like it's enough for the first down. Great job by Marty Myricks in order to get that first down and move the chains. You were right on it.
Yeah,
Go
I think
for it.
The coach might have heard us, and if he did, I mean, it was successful right there. He just lined it right there in the Wildcat. He took the snap, direct snap, right up the middle, and was able to get enough, more than 1 yard, so it was a very good executed play right there.
Myricks came in with 758 yards, 8 touchdowns on 136 carries. 1st and 10 now from the 43. Quick snap, give it to Myricks, trying to find some room on the far side. Once again, finds a hole, keeps this balance, and the dive got him close to the first down marker.
Yeah, Marty, I mean, as we keep saying, he's very explosive. And one thing about him, he's going to see what the defense is going to give him. He's going to try to bounce and make some moves. And he's going to he's not going to go down. As you see right here, he took the snap, got around the right end, and just took what the defense gave to him. He's going to keep moving his feet. So look forward to continue to see this young man do this all night.
9-yard gain. Looks like he needs a breather. And I think that's sacks. Judge sacks in. Vaccarella's looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's going to run it. And he is brought down. And that was a good open field tackle. But he did get the first down.
Yeah, that was a good tackle right there by Jeremiah Beverly. And the big man, I mean, he was very patient. Once he seen the quarterback trying to go in open field, he was very patient. And he was right there for the tackle.
And it looks like Beverly said that he really wanted that one. Now, it should be enough for a first down where they have the ball spotted. But it was a hold against the Patriots. So if it's against the Patriots, it should be a first down plus, but they haven't moved the chains yet. Let's see what the call is. No, it's against the Eagles. And it's moved. Well, no. Let's take another look. Well, they're holding him, but now they're moving it forward and saying that it was against the Patriots. Hey, they must have saw the hole somewhere else.
An extra set of eyes.
There it is. That's why you have the officials. So now we're 1st and 10 inside the 30 down to the 24. Vaccarella going to try to run it, and he's taking one right there to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. And a lot of red shirts right there to say hello to him. Deshaun Pope and others right there to lead the way tackling him.
Yeah, they did a good job of finding the ball and the quarterback keep it right there. And he just did a good job of seeing what he could get, but he didn't get much. But the defense, they were all on that and led by right there by number 96, Deshaun Pope.
2nd down and 10. And keeping it on the ground, but can't find much this time. And Myricks comes back into the game, but Pope is right there to say hello.
Yeah, Pope, that's a big man. That's a big dude right there. I mean, he's 6'2", 280 pounds, so he's the type of guy that's going to fill the gaps. And once he gets off the offensive lineman, he's going to make some plays as he's did on back-to-back plays.
He's a large tree stump, not a small tree stump. Large tree stump. Now 3rd and long for the Eagles. They need to get inside the 20-yard line to about the 14. Vaccarella now looking to throw, trying to find some space to make the throw. Will they say it's incomplete? Yes, they say it's incomplete. And getting up slow is Isaac Booth. That's been the main target of Vaccarella early on tonight.
Yeah, I think they have a great chemistry together, but that was a good throw right there. He just wasn't able to catch the ball and come down all the way down with it. I mean, he was very frustrated, but those type of plays you have to make right there in those type of moments.
It looks like he's hurting a little bit from that one. Josh Renfro on for the kick. This is about a 42-yard kick. And he'll be doing it from the left hash. 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. Trying to get on the board of the Eagles. Kick is up. And the barefooted kicker gets it through, and it's good. That's a throwback. Oh, no, he's got something on. Looks like he's bare-shinned.
Yeah.
There he is.
Bare-shinned.
He's bare-shinned. I knew something wasn't there. And he says for three.
Little celebration right there.
There you go. All right. So now Eagles are on the board. 10-3 is the score. And for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa defense, I think they can take it and say, hey, we held them to 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good drive right there. They did some great things, but little things to clean up. But defensive linemen, one thing I can say about their front, they're playing well up front. They're being physical, and they just got to continue to do that all night.
1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Coach McComb trying to motivate his team as Coach Mitchell has a 7-point lead, and he's cautiously optimistic his offense can continue to click on all cylinders.
Yeah, I think this time right here, you want to see what you can do. You want to see things that continue to work. And you just, when things are working, you don't get away from them. So you just want to continue to see what you can do on offense.
So time now for our Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. And now we'll have Gavin Stone kicking off for the Eagles. And this is sort of a sky kick. It's returnable. And they'll be able to get it out to oh, look at this. Second and third effort. They get it out to about the 48-yard line. Wow, what a push. And carrying that ball was Amari Taylor. Taylor's going to be a busy man tonight.
Yes, do a lot of different things.
And that whole special teams group carried him about 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 with 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. As we'll see another series for Jordan Chamblee. Chamblee, just a junior. A lot of people are saying he may be one of the high recruits next year in the quarterback position. Going to try to do a little flare out, and they're able to find some room. And here comes Austin Cherry, and Cherry's able to get about 8 yards on the catch.
Yeah, it was a good throw and a good catch right there. He got caught the ball out of the backfield, and he was very patient, was able to get past the first level, was able to do a little something right there in the second level. So what a great throw and a great catch by Hillcrest.
Patriots trying to diversify that offense a little bit, not just grind it all the way out. And Cherry, the recipient of that Chamblee pass. So now they're going to send Cherry all the way out to the far side of the field. 2nd and short, keeping it is Chamblee. He gets a first down and more, spin move, and he's able to get down to about the 34-yard line. That spin move must be in his repertoire.
Yeah, I mean, he's executing it very well, but one thing about him, look, he's not afraid to run. He's going to get behind his offensive lineman, and he's going to get downhill, and he's going to hit that spin move. So you're going to make sure you can stop him, but you also want to make sure that, you know, that he don't do anything and that spin move to lose the ball.
So now another first down. They move it back to the 35. That's where he say he went down. And the first quarter will come to an end. And so far, senior night is clicking on all cylinders for the Hillcrest Tuscaloosa Patriots as they have a 7-0 lead. And the Eagles are trying to find their way into this game. But right now, it's all Patriots all the time. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll see if the Patriots can continue their positive ways here on Friday Night Rivals.
We're joined by Calvin Allen from the Jefferson County Department of Health. And Calvin, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for
We're
having
talking about opioid overdose. Yes. And tell me exactly, what is naloxone?
Naloxone is a drug that we use. The brand name is called Narcan. It's a drug that is used to be administered to someone who's having an overdose event. You can administer the drug in the nasal passage, and it will reverse any signs of an opioid overdose.
And how would you recognize an opioid overdose?
You recognize opioid overdose, the person who is non-responsive, blue fingertips, blue lips, you're calling a name, like I said, they're not responsive. You want to make sure that they are breathing. They may be having staggered breathing. Just any of those signs would be to let you know that they're having an overdose event.
And when something like this happens, I'm sure there's a lot of anxiety on behalf of the person who has to administer this.
Yes.
How best to administer that?
So the first thing you want to do is call 911. And we provide a product, instead of naloxone or the Narcan, you want to inject it into a person's nasal passage. The medication is already in the tip of the product. Inject it one time. You'll wait 2 or 3 minutes to see if they come around. If not, it comes with 2. You can inject it again. At that point in time, emergency services should be on their way or should have arrived. Don't leave the person. When the EMS arrives, you can kind of give them a summary of what you've done and let them take over.
And what other resources can people find out about opioid overdose through the Jefferson County Department of Health?
Well, one, you can go to the Jefferson County Department of Health's website. You can also go on the Op Rescue. That is our free mobile application. It can be found on the App Store of the Android or the iPhone. Download the application. It gives information as far as where to find naloxone. Resources within Jefferson County, we have refurbished newspaper boxes, so we provide free naloxone. On the application, it can give training as far as how to recognize an overdose, where to find resources, where to find naloxone. You can read treatment information. It's a valuable resource for us to use that application. Yes.
Calvin Allen, Jefferson County Department of Health. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Great information about something that can help out the community and help people who are in distress. Remember, the Jefferson County Department of Health, you can go to that OPI Rescue AL app on your Apple iPhone or on some of your other ones. We have the timeout. Timeout is over. And now here you come Oak Mountain, and here comes Hillcrest. 1st and 10 now for Hillcrest, and they're driving. Ball inside the 40 at the 35. Keeping it is Chambly, and wow, he runs like he was shot out of a cannon there, able to get about 8-9 yards.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a good play right there on the quarterback keeper. It was a very good play at Brent Pines' offensive lineman, and he's just determined to get yards, and he's going to do what he can to help his team. See right here, he just followed his block and did a good job of getting down.
2nd down and 7. Caden Smith split all the way out on the far side of the field all by himself. They're under center. That's where we find Chambly. Tries to fake the reverse, gets it to one of his up backs, and that's Jamarian Williams. Plays more of the tight end role, 6'2", 240. Just a sophomore.
Yes.
That's a big sophomore.
Yeah, he has a good frame, too. I mean, you said 6'2", but he's very patient right here. Caught the ball, and he looked it in. He got some positive yards right there, but, I mean, man, that young man right there is a big guy.
Able to get a 1st down. Now they're back in the Window World red zone at the 16-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Chambly throws a bullet pass to Williams and into the end zone. Jamarian Williams, another City of Bessemer touchdown. And the sophomore gets on the board.
Yeah, I mean, good throw right there, back-to-back. But this time, he executed well, was able to get in the end zone. It was a good throw by the quarterback, but it's also a very good reception by the tight end. You can see right here, little high snap. He was able to catch the ball in reception. He got in front of him and just got into the end zone. Very pretty pump right there, decided to get in the end zone.
No doubt about it. 6'2", 240. He's got some more growing to do. They're going to go for 2. And just like that, they were able to find the end zone. Good job there And once again, they find Calvin Calzine, and he is able to get into the end zone. And the celebration continues.
Wow, they faked it right there. And he was able.
Bullet pass over to Williams, and yes, the sophomore gets into the end zone. And now it's 18-3. We'll have more football coming up. Stay tuned. (18-3) here on senior night for the Patriots here at Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. James Redd along with R.J. Burns, Austin Pratt on the sideline. And Oak Mountain trying to find a way to get on the board again. Boston Brewer back deep. As Miller will boot this one, and it's possibly returnable. Oh, he bumbles the ball, able to pick it up. And Boston goes down. And good open field tackle there by Austin Cherry.
Yeah, that's one thing you want to see on special teams. You want guys who can get down there, who can cover, but most of all, they can get down there and make a tackle. And he did a good job of getting down there and making a form tackle.
And you see the Fortis Institute scoring drive, 5 plays, 52 yards. Jamarian Williams with a 16-yard touchdown reception. So now it's time to see if Vaccarella can answer as his team now trails 18-3. Spread it out a little bit more, and that would be a long throw if he tries to get the ball to Isaac Booth from that vantage point. But it's first down inside their own 10-yard line, their worst field position so far tonight. And it's going to move them back even further, right to the 5. And they go with the shift, and it looks like they were able to get Hillcrest Tuscaloosa to jump off sides. And they'll get that 5. It'll be 1st and 5 rather than 1st and 10 from the 5.
Yeah, that's it's already a tough position because you're backed up far and you're able to get them to jump off sides, which gives you more free yards.
Myrick, the only back in the backfield, along with Vaccarella. Give to Myrick. He's trying to find room, cuts back, and he runs directly into some red shirts and may have gained 1 yard to bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, Hillcrest, one thing about their front, they have a good defensive front, so they're going to find the ball, they're going to get off blocks, and they're going to make plays like that. So in this case, they have to do a good job of blocking, so Oak Mountain have to be very physical up front.
2nd down and 3. Keeping it is Vaccarella. He's able to get a first down and more. Keeps his feet and is brought down eventually right at about the 28-yard line. Deshaun Pope just sits on top of him to make the tackle.
Yeah, that was a good run right there by the quarterback. I mean, he was very patient with him as offensive lineman. He just eventually kept the ball. But one thing I like about 96 is he's a big man, but he's going to find that ball, and was a very good tackle right there by the big man.
So, big man, you approve of that tackle?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1st and 10 now. They're once again trying to do the shift. Another Salvatore's Pizza first down. Remember, they have 4 locations. Mention Friday Night Rivals. Get 10% off of your purchase at Salvatore's Pizza. And looks like we had movement along that offensive front a little bit too early. So now it's 1st and 15 all the way back to the 24.
Yeah, when you have plays like that, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and have penalties that's going to hurt you. You have to expand on type of plays like that.
So now Lemons sprint out on the near side. Myrick's in the backfield. Vaccarella now getting pressure from the blitz. He's going to throw it, and he does find a receiver. He finds Kason Lemons open, and he's able to get enough for the first down and move the chains. Good move there by Vaccarella.
Yeah, Kason Lemons, he did a good job right there. You see the snap by the quarterback. But one thing about Kason Lemons, he did a good job of coming back to the football, and that's what a good receiver does. They know how to come back to the football and make a play.
So now 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Eagles. Another Salvatore's first down. Vaccarella. And he'll get it out to Joey Carboni. And just a 2-yard gain for the Eagles.
Yeah, the defense took a look at the play. The defense did a good job of finding the ball and locating it. But one thing about them, they all flew to the ball, and they was all over it. You can see right there, led by Boston Brewer right there.
2nd down and long. Now they go with check with me. Clock is at 9:04. Throw, reception made by Lemons. And Lemons able to get a first down, moves the chains, and now they're into Patriot territory.
Yeah, it looks like Lemons, him and the quarterback, they have a very good connection right there. And one thing about it, you have to know where the playmaker is at. In this case, Lemons is a playmaker, so you have to know where he's going to be at all times, especially on plays like that.
So now 1st and 10 from the 41 of Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. Another Salvatore's first down. Now they're making another shift. Myrick. And his 2nd and 3rd effort. Look at this young man keep it going. He gets enough for the first down inside the 30. Down to about the 28, but there was a flag, and it looks like possibly Oak Mountain had a guy that jumped a little early. But his offensive lineman, Jackson Ingle, just basically carried him.
Yeah, you take a look at this play right here. He thought he was going to be down right here, but like you said, this 2nd and 3rd effort and the way he just moved his feet, the way he positioned his body, he just refused to go down, running very hard right there. What a good run right there by Marty Myrick.
And it's all coming back. Somebody moved.
illegal shift. We'll replay first down.
All right, so illegal shift. So now 1st and 15 rather than 2nd and short. Myrick's on the carry on the far side. Myrick has one hole, and he's able to get those negative yards back and get inside the 40 down to the 39.
Yeah, he did a good job right there on that play. One thing about it, he seen what was given to him. He wanted to go, seemed like he wanted to go to the outside, but he was able to cut back up into the inside and get some positive yards. He know he lost some yards on that last run, but he said, I'm going to get him back right here, and that's exactly what he did on that last run.
Keeping it is Myrick's, and Myrick's is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And that was a good tackle there by Miles Madden. He plays that weak side linebacker. Third down, call it 7. Got Booth right here on the near side, flanked out. Myrick's trying to figure out what side he needs to be on. Play clock is down to 9 seconds. They've got to get this play off if they're going to do it. Baccarella gets it off, and he's going to throw. Finds his receiver. Good play by Kason Lemons. He is the lemonade man for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's doing some good things. And one thing about the quarterback, he threw it right there in the nice pocket where the Lemons was able to catch the ball right there. So it was a good throw right there. See it right here. I mean, the offensive line gave him some good protection. Threw it right there in the tight window. And Lemons just doing what he's been doing all night. Get some great receptions.
He is Captain Lemon. He's aiding through lemon. Yes, he is lemonade. Lemon aids. And Coach McComb trying to see if his team can get into the end zone to cut into this lead. 1st and 10 at about the 24. Make it the 25. Keeping it on the ground, but this time getting to the line of scrimmage would be difficult because you've got a lot of big guys right there that are able to make a tackle for the Patriots. And getting his first carry is Judd Sachs, but making his first big play is big number 1, Zay Hall. 2nd and 10. Myrick's back in, and now they're going to shift and split Myrick's out. Baccarella looking to throw. Got some time. Wide open into the end zone. Call him Casey Lemonades for the touchdown. Casey Lemons in for a City of Bessemer touchdown.
Well, first things first, they did a good job of doing some misdirections, doing some motions. But one thing, that was a beautiful play. I mean, the offensive line, you can take a look right here. They're very patient. They're giving him some time to go through his progressions. He rolled out, but he's going to look downfield, and he threw it to Casey Lemons. What a great reception, but also a great throw right there by the quarterback, Charlie Baccarella.
It's always good in the South to have lemons to make lemonade. And Lemons came in to aid his team. Now for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. And now we've got a ball game as the Eagles get their first touchdown of the evening. Just an 8-point difference between senior night laden Patriots and the Eagles, with an upstart team trying to spoil senior night. Stay tuned. Friday Night Rivals will continue. Looked like it was going to be a rout by the Patriots, but Oak Mountain found an offensive dynamo in Kason Lemons. And Baccarella found him wide open in the end zone, as now they've cut the lead to 8 points. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. And another high kick, low in yardage, but good in return. 41-yard line, that's where the Patriots will take over. And once again, they're all looking at the monitor, using that as you take a look at our Fortis Institute scoring drive. 10 plays, 95 yards, 4 minutes and 57 seconds. That's Kason Lemons, the recipient of that 26-yard touchdown throw. giving it to Taylor, and Taylor able to get 1, possibly 2 yards before he's brought down. Good open field tackle by J.C. Schwinder. So now 2nd down and 8. Have Taylor and Smith in the backfield. Now Smith is going to split himself out on the far side. They've got to account for him. Quick pass. Oh, in and out of the arms of Jamarian Williams. I think that was a little bit too hard for him to catch.
Yeah, he's a big man, but you got to have soft hands right there in those moments right there, James. But, I mean, you would caught it right there. It would have been a good one, but you just got to make those type catches right there.
I don't even know if soft hands he could have caught that one. That was a bullet
like a
pass.
bullet, right?
Yeah. They say years ago John Elway threw the ball so hard he would break people's fingers.
So I guess he didn't want his fingers broke right there.
There you go. I mean, you got to get used to that. All right, 3rd down, and we'll call it 8. Got a flag. Still has some time on the play clock. May have been player lined up wrong.
Dead ball. Offsides against the offense. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
That's when you always got to check with that official when you're lining up, right?
Yeah, that's why you have the side judge right there. You got to let them know if you're on, if you're off, and just a communication thing right there. Have to be careful of.
So now looking at 3rd down and about 12, 13 yards to go. Shamley getting some pressure on the backside. He's going to keep it. Drops his shoulder, and he's able to get a few yards. And he was running tough. Xander Pender there to make the play along with J.C. Schwinder.
Yeah, they were all over there. And one thing about this play, I noticed they did a good job of tracking down the ball. So they did a good job of having their angles, and they pursued hard to the ball. They're making sure that he wasn't going to get any more yards. So a very good job of having good angles, but also pursuing to the football.
4th and 10. And remember, they've already were successful on 1 fake punt with Caden Smith as the up back. Now Gunnar Webb, he may actually try to punt this one legitimately. And he does, and he booms this one high, and it will take a Patriot bounce. And it's caught right there at about the 23-yard line. He could have let it go, and it may have bounced even more.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that right there, the return man, he did a good job of saying Peter, Peter, Peter. And for those who don't know what Peter means, Peter basically means get out the way. You don't want the ball to hit you. So it was a good job of having great communication right there and let everybody know, hey, get out the way, the ball's continue rolling, and just move out the way.
So is Peter universally known for that on a punt return?
I think so. I definitely think so because, I mean, especially in high school, a lot of people use the term Peter.
Right. So now Zay Hall and this defense needs to try to get a stop as Oak Mountain could bring it within 2 or possibly tie with a score and a 2-point conversion. Myrick's will split out. Here comes Vaccarelli. He's going to run, and he's able to get about 5 or 6 yards on the carry. So now 2nd and short, and that's been helping out Oak Mountain, getting these short yardage 2nd and 3rd downs.
Yes, I mean, they're doing something that works for them.
Myrick's gets to the line of scrimmage. No, he may have lost 1, depending on the spot. Yeah, they drop him back to the 30-yard line. That defensive front was right there. Jamichael Watson and others right there to say hello.
Yeah, this defense front, I mean, they're very physical, and they're going to do everything they can. They're going to strike you. They're also going to get off the blocks, but when they get off the blocks, they're going to find the ball. But Marty Myers, I've noticed tonight, he runs really hard, and he's going to use his legs. I mean, it takes a lot of people to get him down, so he's very physical as well back there in the backfield.
So now 3rd and 4. Vaccarella trying to go with a quick pass, and he does. He has a receiver, and off to the races is Isaac Booth. And Booth is into Patriot territory. First down and more. Moves the chains down to the 30.
Well, yeah, they've been having these short yardage runs, but right there they kind of opened up the tank, and that was a good throw and a good pass right there by the tight end. You take a look right here. He gave him some time, and once he caught the ball, he was able to just be very explosive and get past that second level. So that was a well-executed play right there by Oak Mountain's offense.
And he was trying to hold on to that ball, trying to practice good ball security there. From about the 32, Myrick's on the carry, and he may have gotten 1 yard on that play. Make it 2nd and 9. Less than 3 minutes here in the opening part of the half, and it's been an entertaining game. Eagles now on the move, and they have the momentum. Vaccarella going to throw long, and there's the flag looking for Lemon, and on the coverage was Kylan Norfleet, who has been doing battle with Lemon all night.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to go right back there to Lemon. I mean, that was just a good play, and I mean he sold the pass interference as well. But you have to turn your head right there around. So it was good play right there and a good call right there by the official.
The defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So now 1st and 10 inside the Window World red zone at about the 18-yard line. They're going to go with 3 wide receivers sprawled out here on the near side. Vaccarella's going to run it. Has some room to run inside the 10, the 5, and brought down at about the 3-yard line. Look at Vaccarella do his thing. Charlie on the spot.
Yeah, Vaccarella, I mean, he's starting to feel himself. He's getting the groove. You see he rolls out to the right end. He follows Marty Mabricks right there for a few blocks. And that spin move right there, then they was able to make the tackle. But he did a good job of just getting the ball, running the ball right there.
Did we not get the memo about quarterback spin moves?
I know, but they're both spinning.
Everybody's spinning. Myrick's on the carry now. Oh, and he's into the end zone. 2nd and 3rd effort, but they have not thrown up their hands to say that it's good. Let's see what the official call is. Oh, it may be coming back.
Offense. Still first.
All right, the penalty goes against the offense. So we see him again. And, his teammate Dalen Gant literally just pulled him.
Wow.
He didn't push him. Now, there is the tush push. I've never heard of the tush pull. But that may be, a little.
In a case like that, you don't even have to touch him. Just let him fall into the end zone.
He was catching him. That was the tush pull. That's a new one. So now first from the 9. Quick throw. They find Lemon. Lemon is hit, but he stays up. And Norfleet just threw his body on him, but 6'4" Lemon said, "No, you can't crush this Lemon like that."
Yeah, he came in hard, but he was not denied. He maybe took a thump right there, but he was not going down. He just got out of bounds. But man, like you said, he was not going to get crushed right there. Take a look at it right here. He threw it to him, got out, and the one thing about the tight end and the receiver did a great job of blocking on the perimeter. But that was a hard hit right there.
The clicker, that will be one of those clicker moments. Rewind, blip, 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 blip. You got to practice form tackling. 2nd and goal now inside the Window World red zone. Vaccarella gives it to Myrick. Myrick And he's going to go down. Zay Hall and others right there to bring him down. So it'll be 3rd and goal inside the 5.
Yeah, it was a good tackle right there by the inside linebacker. Zay Hall, he's also an Alabama commit, so he met him right there in the hole right there, so it was a good form of tackle right there.
Less than a minute here in the opening half. Trying to cut this lead to at least 2, possibly 1, or tie it. Vaccarella's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he can't get in. Once again, that defense steps up. Miles Madden and others right there to make the play.
Take a look at it right here. I mean, he got behind his offensive lineman in the 64 pull, but just wasn't enough right there to get in the end zone.
And A.J. Love was also there to make the tackle. I don't know if you want to get any affection from Mr. Love. He's 6'2", 280. It's a lot of love. So Oak Mountain lets the clock drain to about 2.4 seconds left. So it looks like they may be trying to go for a field goal, or if you're Macomb, do you try to go for the end zone? This is the Jefferson County Department of Health timeout. And remember, overdoses can happen at any time and anywhere. Do you know the signs of an overdose? You can learn how to save a life. Download the OPI Rescue AL app on the Apple Store or on your Google Store. So what do you think he wants to do now?
Yeah, in a time like this, you had a good drive, offensive drive, so you don't want to end the possession without points. So in Oak Mountain's case, you either want to go for it or you also want to make the field goal, which either or, you wouldn't lose nothing by doing either or. But you definitely want to put some points on the board going into the half.
And for Oak Mountain, they're trying to get back into this ball game. And the kicker is going to stay on the side. And looks like, as they say, no guts, no glory. And they're going for it. 4th and goal. Under 3 seconds to play. Here we go. Looking for Lemon. Oh, it's into the end zone. Touchdown. Great call. Joey Carboni right there. Another City of Bessemer touchdown. And now they're within 2 to tie it.
Yeah, that's a way right there you want to end a half right there. I mean, we said that you want to end the possession on the points, whether it's a field goal or it's a touchdown. In that case, it was a touchdown. It was a good pass and a good throw right there by the tight end. He zipped that ball right there, and number 13 was able to catch the ball right there.
And now our naked shin player, Josh Renfro, on for the kick. You know, he's got one shin covered, the other shin uncovered. That kicking leg kick is up, but let's see. Did they stop play? And the kick is good. No flags on the play, and now they're within 1. And Joey Carboni, it was Johnny on the spot, able to catch the ball from Vaccarella. And now we've got a 1-point ball game here in Tuscaloosa. What a half.
Yeah, very good half right there. I mean, they did some things. They got short yardage possession. I mean, they got short yards on all their offensive plays, but at the same time, it added up to big plays, and that's what you want to see on the drive like that.
We've seen lemons turn into lemonade. We've seen the tush push turn into the tush pull. And we've seen Carboni score.
So
we've got a little bit of everything. And let's go down to Austin Pratt. Austin.
Coach, it's a 1-point game here. We've seen some really great things from Hillcrest today. What needs to happen in the second half to keep this lead come out on top?
Well, we got to get some stops, just terrible defensively right there in the latter part of the second quarter, Of course, we didn't help them. We had a 3-and-out right there, and we get the ball back close to midfield. This is a ball game, and we're going to have to come back and play another 24 minutes.
And how big was that interception in the first quarter, and is that something you guys need to come out on top here is force more of those turnovers?
Absolutely. Turnovers are going to win any ball game, Of course, we get the ball to start the second half, so we got to go to work.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Thanks a lot, Austin. We are getting ready for the Avadian Credit Union halftime show, and the fans here will be entertained by the Oak Mountain Marching Band and, of course, the Hillcrest Tuscaloosa Band. But so far here in 2 quarters, we have seen players get pulled and pushed and all the effort, and it's 1-point lead on senior night for the Patriots. The Avadian Credit Union halftime show coming up. Stay tuned.
Should be coming to us soon.
You're watching the Avadian Credit Union Halftime Report. No matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen.
We're talking about ATV safety with Dr. Jennifer McCain of the Emergency Department here at Children's of Alabama. Dr. McCain, how common are ATV-related injuries?
Yeah, they're actually relatively common. In the country, they say that about 4 kids every hour are seen for an ATV injury across the United States in the ER. Here at our ER, it's the number 3 cause of kids needing to use our trauma bay, where they're needing to have critical care given an emergency.
So definitely something that people need to think about before they get on an ATV is that there is the risk of injury there. What should they consider? What are the steps they should take, things they should do before riding an ATV?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing that people should be aware of is that these are big vehicles that have a lot of power and require a lot of skill to operate. So experts recommend kids under the age of 16 not be driving. So when kids are on these or adults are on these, safety needs to be their first priority. Think about how they can be careful. Number one, above anything else, there should never be more than one person on ATVs that aren't designed for multiple people. Having an extra rider can be very dangerous. Number 2, helmets are definitely recommended for anybody who's riding an ATV or other wheeled vehicles like that. ATVs are all-terrain vehicles, but even though it says that, they really should not be on paved roads. Paved roads are one of the most dangerous places for these to be. We see a lot of serious injuries happen when people are riding these in the streets because other vehicles aren't looking for them. They're not aware that they're there. Those can be very dangerous. We also want to make sure that people use the right size vehicle. Little kids shouldn't be on an adult-sized ATV for sure. Those are very dangerous places.
A lot of good advice about some of the precautions to take. When you're on the ATV, anything you should try to avoid doing to make sure you stay safe?
Yeah, great question. So again, multiple riders, it definitely puts things at risk. We've seen adults riding with little kids on there, toddlers, young kids, and while it may seem like a safe thing to do because ATVs are so commonplace these days, we know for sure that this is not a good idea. kids can easily be thrown off the vehicle. So definitely be careful with having multiple passengers. The second thing is when we have multiple passengers on, a lot of times it's teenagers and they're goofing off and playing around and being silly. So that's another reason to keep multiple passengers off. But also, we want that reckless driving erratically, speeding, those things put you in much greater risk as well. And then also driving these at night makes a lot greater risk because you can't see this terrain around you. So we want to be careful riding at night.
Very important to take precautions when using ATVs. For more information, go to childrensal.org.
Congratulations to the Ridgeline Roofing Scholar Athlete of the Week. Oak Mountain High School's Cason Lemons holds a 4.39 GPA and is a member of multiple honor societies. A three-sport athlete, he competes in varsity football, baseball, and basketball. Outside of school, he works with local rec leagues, coaches youth, and serves through the Church of Highlands. Ridgeline Roofing is honored to be a part of the Scholar Athlete of the Week for Friday Night Rivals. If you want a roof done right, call Ridgeline.
Oak Mountain doing a wonderful halftime performance. Stay tuned. The Avadian Credit Union halftime show will continue. 18-17 your score in favor of the Patriots of Hillcrest. Stay tuned.
Guys, I've got Andrew Gunn here, principal of Oak Mountain High School. And Andrew, tell me a little bit. I know the band's performing right now here. Tell me, I know it's a huge sense of pride for Oak Mountain. Tell me a little bit about it and what's going on here.
Sure thing. This is the Spirit of Cahaba Marching Band. We're so proud of them. We have over 300 members in the Spirit of Cahaba Marching Band. They've already swept all categories in two big competitions, the Lake Martin competition, the Pinson Valley competition. They're going to drive back to Birmingham tonight, get up first thing in the morning, and drive to Athens, Alabama for their final competition this year. Great group of kids, great directors. We're so proud of them and all the work they do.
Yeah, definitely love to hear. It's a spectacle to see here on the field. But, why don't we talk a little bit about, I know it's kind of winding down now, but the football season, how's it been for Oak Mountain? I'm sure there have been a lot of crazy moments. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing like Friday nights in Alabama. I mean, there's just nothing better when the lights come on and it's still hot at the beginning of the season and we get these great cool nights towards the end of the year. But I couldn't be more proud of our guys, our team, and our coaches, the way they've competed, the way they get after it every Friday night, and playing in this region with great folks like Hillcrest and Vestavia, Hoover, Prattville, others. It's great competition every night. It's some of the best. It's the best high school football in Alabama and probably some of the best in the nation.
I love to hear that. Well, thank you very much, Andrew, for the time. Your Friday Night Rivals halftime coverage. We'll be right back.
We will have more coming up on the Avadian Credit Union after the break. Stay tuned.
Man, your way?
No, it's okay.
You're watching the Avadian Credit Union Halftime Report. No matter your financial need, Avadian is here to help make it happen. Congratulations to the Ridgeline Roofing Scholar Athlete of the Week. Hillcrest High School's Griffin Armstrong is a senior with a 4.37 GPA, ranked first in his class of 345. He serves as National Honor Society president and is active in SGA, Key Club, and Interact. On the court, he's a North-South champion, two-time section champion, and was named Tuscaloosa News Tennis Player of the Year. Ridgeline Roofing is honored to be a part of the Scholar Athlete of the Week for Friday Night Rivals. If you want a roof done right, call Ridgeline.
Had a wonderful performance by Oak Mountain's man, but this is Hillcrest High School. Austin will have the head Patriot, the principal of Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. Austin?
Yeah, that's right, guys. I've got Jeff Hinton here, the principal of Hillcrest High School. And, Jeff, tell me, this is actually our last week. How does it feel wrapping up the season with us tonight?
Oh, that's great. It's, anytime you have your kids and be able to showcase your kids on TV, it's wonderful to be able to show their talents. It's kind of bittersweet. Tonight is the last game of the season. We didn't make the playoffs. So it's one of those things where it's bittersweet, but at the same time, we get to recognize about 60 students tonight, football seniors, band, managers, the athletic training staff. So it's turning the page for some of our students, but it's going to be great looking at the new faces coming in and preparing for next year.
Yeah, and I know football season's coming to a close, but, what else is going on at Hillcrest?
We have a lot of things going on. Our career tech, we have a carpentry class that just finished second in the state today at the State Home Builders Association. They had a program there, so they did a phenomenal job, Mr. Acker and those students. Our theater department's getting ready to start their production. They'll show in late January. And just a host of other things, especially with basketball season, then roll into the spring sports. So, it's always full of events here. I love our school, love our community, and all the support that we get.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for taking the time, Jeff, and for having us here tonight. We'll have more of your Friday Night Rivals halftime coverage coming right up.
Seniors continuing to be honored as they honor the support staff, band members, cheerleaders here at Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. 18-17 is your score in favor of the Patriots. James Arrett along with R.J. Burns. And R.J., this is a situation where we've got one team that came out really on fire, and then the team that was losing, they had a furious comeback late.
Yeah, Oak Mountain, they kind of started out slow, but here in the second quarter, they kind of found their groove. They were getting some second and 3-yard runs, but at the same time, they were also opening the ball up. But we've seen Lemons, man, he's been explosive that whole second quarter, and they just been finding things that work for them. And it's been a fun second quarter for Oak Mountain thus far.
Let's take a look at the highlights. First half in the first quarter, it was definitely dominated by Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. Vaccarella was trying to find a way to get the ball to someone, but oops, Johnny on the spot. The Patriots able to snatch it away, and then it'll be a 1-yard touchdown plunge, and then the quarterback was able to find Jamarian Williams, and this young man, just a sophomore, but he gets into the end zone, and yes, we thought it would be a rout, but here comes Myrick's. Myrick's not only gets some help from his friends, look at there, that's more of the tush push or the tush pull, as he's able to get a first down, and then Kason Lemons, he is Captain Lemonade because he came to the aid of his quarterback, able to get the touchdown there, and then another long run. And we're thinking, are they going to go for a field goal? Are they going to go for a touchdown? But they throw it right in, and there it is, another touchdown, this one by Carboni. And they kick the field goal, and it's a 1-point game. Outstanding first half. As we take a look at everything that we've had going on, I think it's been pretty good. 18-17 your score. We'll have more coming up. The Avadian Credit Union marches on. Stay tuned.
And Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
LE got to quit celebrating and get back ready for a fourth down play.
Yeah, they were trying to hook a ladder, but he didn't have time. They got the board. They got the board. That's going to be, Joe, that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Jalen Boyd. Inside the 10. What a touchdown. What a play. What in the world? Westwood with a touchdown on a hope and a prayer is answered.
Beachy, can he get the corner turn? He does. Here's that speed. And he's still on his feet. To the 20. Stiff arm. To the end zone. Touchdown.
Pump fake. Throws. Goes deep. And what a catch on the far side. Oh, what a catch by Oriuso. They will call it.
Heavy pressure. Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it's good at the buzzer. Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers, and the Hoover Met goes haywire.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
What an ending, and could we have the same type of ending tonight? 18-17, Avadian Credit Union continues on. Stay tuned.
Closed captioning is brought to you by 1 Hour Heating and Air.
Interesting first half. Oak Mountain outgains Hillcrest 213 to 118. As you see, the time of possession heavily in favor of the Eagles, but it's Hillcrest Tuscaloosa who has the lead.
Yeah, Hillcrest has the lead, but as you look at time of possession, 15 minutes and 34 seconds, they've held the ball a long time, even though they're not in the lead, but they've done a good job doing it, especially in the second quarter, of holding the ball, and it paid dividend. They was able to score a touchdown to get some first downs and get positive yards, so they've done some great things with holding the ball versus Hillcrest. They've had it 8 minutes and 26 seconds, but they still hold the lead at halftime.
And you see those passing yards. I think that may be the X factor for Oak Mountain. They've been able to successfully move the ball down the field through the air.
Yeah, Charlie Bacalera, he's been doing a good job of throwing the ball. He's definitely connecting with Case and Lemons. He's doing a good job of connecting with him on some short yardage, some long yardage, and being very explosive.
Let's go down to Austin Pratt. Austin?
Coach, what a way to end the half right there. The fourth down conversion, putting some more points on the board. Really close game. Do you think any of that carries into the second half?
I sure hope so. We got the momentum right now. We got to keep it. We got to go out and play good defense right now and get off the field and let our offense go drive and score again. Vaccarella, quarterback, he's a sophomore, man. He's coming too. He ain't a sophomore no more. Right now he's playing like an upperclassman, and he's really come into his own. So I'm excited for him the second half. He's going to be a heck of a player.
What's the most important thing to nail down to come out with a win here?
We got to protect the football in the second half. That's been our MO all year. We've had opportunities to win 3 other games. We didn't protect the football. If we go out and protect the football right now, we're going to drive, we're going to score. So, I just go play good team football, and we've had a lot of opportunities to win. We need to finish tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Right on. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Thanks a lot, Austin. Vaccarella's doing a good job, over 100 yards passing here in the first half. He'll be on the side because Hillcrest Tuscaloosa deferred, which means that the Patriots will get the ball back. But for Charlie, just a sophomore, under duress, and he was able to find receivers when he needed to.
Yeah, that's a good sign. He's young, but he's also operating the offense at a very high level. He's knowing what's working and he's knowing what is not working. And he's just doing a good job of basically just running the offense and not being too nervous, not being too anxious, but just doing what he's coached to do.
Well, when you think about adjustments for the second half, what do you think Old Mountain needs to do, and what do you think Hillcrest? First, the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots, they need to see what they work for them. So hopefully at halftime they were able to go on the drawing board and get back to the things that were working offensively for them, but also they need to make some plays defensively as well, because it seems like Oak Mountain has found a rhythm.
Oak Mountain has found a rhythm. If you're Oak Mountain right now, how do you continue that after you've been sitting on the side for halftime?
I think Oak Mountain, you just continue to come out and do the things you've been doing. There's an old saying says, don't fix nothing that's not broken. And they've been doing a good job in the second quarter, so they just have to continue to do things. But obviously, a good team like Hillcrest, they're going to pick up on what they're doing. So maybe they've had no time in the locker room to make some halftime adjustments.
Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, senior night. They honored seniors all the way from the band to the managers and trainers here at Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. And now it's time for the icing on the cake. If the Patriots can come out and win this game, it'll be a senior night to remember for the Patriots. And there's some of those cheerleaders. There's a senior right there. And Jordan Chambly trying to do his best to send those seniors out in style. Same way we see these young ladies right here. And Oak Mountain will be kicking. It will be another Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff. You see William Yoder there as the music continues to play, and that hypes up everybody. Gavin Stone to do the kicking for the Eagles. And here comes that Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff as we get the third quarter underway. Another sky kick. Oh, and it's fumbled. The ball is loose. The ball is still loose. Luckily, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa is able to pick that one up. Good job by Gunnar Webb to pick that one up.
Yeah, he did a good job of being there, but that's not how you want to start the half right there. You have to know where the ball at, and you have to be able to catch plays because they could have went the other way around, but good job by Gunnar, was able to recover that football right there.
Man, those sky kicks can be dangerous at times. So now Jordan Chambly has pretty good field position out to his own 25-yard line. This Oak Mountain defense able to corral him just enough to get him off the field. Now we've got a whistle blown, stoppage of play. And it was all sides on Oak Mountain. It'll be 1st and 5 now. And Coach McComb definitely doesn't want to see that from his defense. Going to try to keep it on the ground, and Oak Mountain was right there to sniff it out. Taylor or DeJean Johnson on the carry. And Johnson's like, no, you didn't really stop me. I fell down. That's what he's trying to say. But it was a good hit.
Yeah, either way, Swinwinder, he did a good job of getting to the ball right there. He came off the edge and made a good tackle.
Second down and 3. Once again, keeping it on the ground. And he may be a yard short. Another good inside run. This time, Ethan Walton there to make the tackle. And that was Amari Taylor to make the play as far as running the football. So now that two-back system sort of working here on, now it's 3rd and short. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Quick handoff, and that should be enough for the first down. And that was Amari Taylor.
Yeah, they're executing this belly play really well. I mean, he's getting a quick handoff, and he's just going downhill, getting positive yards.
First down, ball at the 37-yard line. Now 3 wide receivers set, one on the near side, and that one being Caden Smith. Oh, the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and batted down. Good job by Oak Mountain's Ethan Walton.
Yeah, Ethan Walton did a good job of getting deflection on the ball. He used his hands, and I mean, he did a good job. He read it right there. He see it. Once he see the ball get thrown, he put his hands up. He make a good play and got his hands on the ball for a good deflection right there.
Second down and 10. Smith right here on the near side, split out. Chambly throws behind the intended receiver, trying to find Trent Curley, but that one didn't go the way it was planned. So now looking at 3rd and 10. Looks like the energy that Hillcrest had to start the game really hasn't returned here early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and it's important right here that they pick it up in this drive, and they have to get something going right here before something else happens.
Curley is now split out on the near side. They're going to send Smith in motion. Looking for a bubble screen, and they're able to get it to Taylor. Here comes Taylor, first down and more. And wow, it was just a matter of inches. It could have been picked off, but Taylor was able to get the reception and go.
Yeah, William Yoder, number 10 for the Oak Mountain, he was right there. He almost had an interception right there, but Amari Taylor was just able to catch the ball right there and get a few yards. That was just a well-executed play.
But they said he went out of bounds a yard short. So now it's going to be 4th down and 1. The ball now at the 46-yard line. They need to get it out beyond the 47. 2 backs in the backfield with Chambly. Pivotal moment right here in a game that's only 1 point divides the two teams. Quick job right there by Taylor, and Amari Taylor able to get the first down and into Eagle territory.
Good run right there. He was able to get behind his offensive lineman. It was about a 4th and short, and they knew what they needed to do. They executed the play very well. They've been doing this, Billy. I mean, it's been helping them, so it helped right there on that last play. Take another look at it right here. All he needed was like 1 yard. He got a few yards right there, and he came downhill running full speed, and that's what you want to see out of a good running back.
Caden Smith with the little flare pass out, able to get about 1, possibly 2 yards. And he's a little slow to get up. And now he goes right back down on the sideline. Looks like that ankle is giving him some trouble. So now they're down 1 player. And now DeJohn Johnson leaves, goes to the side. So now Taylor's the only back in the backfield. Option play, keeping it is Chambly, and Chambly able to get about 3 yards on the play to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, they Oak Mountain definitely they defended that quarterback option play very well. They were very disciplined, and Chambly was just able to get a few yards on that last drive, on that last play.
Jamie Mitchell just trying to make sure his team is steady as they go. Trying to get all the right personnel on the field. Now everybody's there. 3rd down and 7. Keeping it to Chambly. Chambly has enough room. First down. He gets upended, but not before he's able to get the first. And good play there. Good tackle by Clay Mills.
Yeah, Chambly did a good job of running downhill, and he's very tall, so he's able to cover a lot of ground. So he did a good job of just getting enough positive yards to get the first down right here. Take a look at it right there. Amari Taylor did a good job of leading him, and he was just tackled right there.
Clay Mills able to make a good open field tackle. Chambly again on the keeper. And he's able to get some more positive yards. About 3. It'll be 2nd down and about 7 to go. So now, once again, that 2-back I option with Taylor and Johnson. Pitch out to Johnson, and Johnson is quickly wrapped up and brought down. Good open field tackle made by big number 56, Joey Lewis.
Hillcrest is doing a good job of getting downhill, especially on these inside runs. I mean, they've been working for him, but they're doing a good job of executing it, whether it's an inside run off the belly or it's an inside run off the running back. And they're just get behind their offensive lineman, just running downhill.
3rd down and 6. They've able to convert on 1 3rd down. Can they do another? They've got Taylor out as more of a flanker. Chambly slings it. Oh, no. He threw it behind Cook, and Cook just couldn't come back to enough to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have threw it right there to him, that would have been a good, well-executed play, but just couldn't come back to that ball right there. You see right here, he was rolling out, but he threw it to him, and he tried to catch it. He tried to come back to it, but just wasn't quite enough what he needed.
It's very difficult to make that kind of play when your momentum is sending you back, but you want your body to go forward. 4th down and 6. And it looks like the Patriots are going to go for it. They need to get inside the 30 to about the 26 to make sure they have enough for the first. Taylor in the backfield with Chambly. Jordan Chambly. Here comes Jordan. Jordan Chambly. Spin move has enough. Nothing but daylight. Jordan scores. Jordan Chambly with another City of Bessemer touchdown.
Good run right there by Jordan Chambly. He was very patient. He was looking, going through his progressions, was able to make a good run for a touchdown right there. What a good job, well executed play.
Put 6 more on the board for the Patriots.
You see right here, looking through his progressions, he looked like he wanted to throw it, but then he just took off running. But after he got past that second level with nothing but green grass, he found his way into the end zone.
So now for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. 25-17 your score. And for head coach Mitchell and the Patriot squad, they can breathe a little bit right now, but they know the Eagles are going to try to mount a comeback. But it was just off the legs of Jordan Chambly. Here comes big number 2 into the end zone for the score. More Friday Night Rivals after the break. Stay tuned. Tonight, the Patriots have shown that they have a lot of different weapons that can run the football. At least 3 different guys have been able to run the ball, get first downs, 2 able to find the end zone. 25-17 is your score now. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union kickoff, and we'll see if Oak Mountain and company can mount another comeback. They'll take it from their own 5. Trying to see if they can find a way to get open. Good open field tackle made by Camarcus Silvers. And you see the scoring drive, 14 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes eaten up off the clock. 32-yard run by the quarterback, Jordan Chambly. And now here comes Charlie Vaccarella. To end the first half, he found Joey Carboni to bring them within 1 after the point after attempt, but now he's got a little bit more work to do. Myrick's going to keep it, and Zay Hall is right there, and he's able to bring him down for a huge loss. And now that commitment to University of Alabama starting to show there, as he and along with Jermichael Watson able to make a play.
Yeah, he was all over that. I mean, we see right there on that play, Marty Myers tried to get to the outside, but Zay Hall, along with the other defenders, they just made a good tackle, and they was uphill, and he didn't get many positive yards there.
5 yards on the loss. Make it 2nd and 15. They're going to spread everybody out, try to get some better running lanes. Vaccarella back there by himself. Joe Davidson trying to make an audible for the defense to let them know what's getting ready to happen. And it looks like they may have had to call a timeout, or it was delay of game.
Delay of game. 5-yard penalty.
And head coach Shane McComb definitely does not like these unforced errors that puts his team inside their own 10-yard line. So now 2nd and 20. Vaccarella getting some time. Nice, got to throw. Going to keep it and run, keeps his feet. And Vaccarella able to get out of bounds, get some of those negative yards back.
Yeah, he did a good job. He wanted to go through his progression, but didn't find anything. But he did a good job of just taking off and getting some positive yards. But at the end of the day, trying to get out of bounds. That's what you want to see out of a good quarterback on that play.
Third down and call it 8. Brewer goes in motion to the far side. Vaccarella looking, and he has a receiver, and enough for the first down. What a way to work themselves out of the hole. And that was, once again, Case and Lemon's lemonade.
Yes, we've seen him specifically in that second quarter, but as you can see right here again, he's looking for Case and Lemons going through his progressions. He finds him right there. He was able to throw the ball right there into a pocket, and young man, he can do some things. We've seen that all night tonight.
And this young man is 6'4", 180. Somebody may want to come look at him. He may grow an inch or two. Just saying. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Looking to throw. Vaccarella, oh, he's going long, trying to find a receiver. And Brewer, yes, Brewer. Boston Brewer in Patriot territory, first down.
Oak Mountain looked like they're trying to find a rhythm, and they did a good job right there. The offensive line gave him a good amount of time, and he found Boston Brewer right there for a nice reception right there.
But there is a flag at the 48-yard line of Oak Mountain. This may all be coming back. Offensive pass interference. Let's take another look and see what happened. He's going to flare it out. Ooh, nice long pass. And he's wide open, but there was a flag. So they must have said he pushed off.
Yeah, that's the only way I can see a pass interference right there.
Great play to Brewer. And, yeah, he did push off.
Yeah, he got him right there towards the end.
And McComb is just trying to lobby his case. So now they're saying, is it going to be first down or is it going to be third down again? Yep, it'll be first down. So now it'll be 1st and 17. And the officials are just discussing with the coach, trying to explain to him what's going on. Now everybody's on the same page. Except Coach McComb is in disbelief. And it looks like we got an official timeout with 4:53 left here in the third. So now the officials will converse so they can come up with the answer that they need. And for Hillcrest defense, they get a little rest, a little instruction, a little water. And for Coach McComb, he's trying to just get first down. He's not worried about the yardage. And it is time for the fan favorite Children's of Alabama Smile Cam. And remember, Children's of Alabama, all for your one. And there is the dancers. And look at that young man right there. Yeah, he's smiling. He said, I'm on the Smile Cam. Yeah, me. Yeah, I'm on the Smile Cam. Not you, me. All right, so now McComb is trying to say, is it first? All he just keeps saying, now I just need to know his first down. Is a first down.
That's all he's worried about.
So these are the times where if you're the team that's doing the most complaining, you are actually setting up for maybe a big play.
Yeah.
You got to be pretty vigilant to see who's going to come out there on the field for Oak Mountain and where they're going to be. You see Zay Hall, and he's like, hey, man, let's just play. All right, so what is it going to be? Is it going to be first down, second down? So McComb is trying to lobby that where the infraction happened, it was first down territory. Catch was made, but it was offensive pass interference. So let's see what the official call will be. Here we go. All right. he took a break and he continues to walk.
He's trying to make sure he makes the correct call as well.
I mean, he was like, let me just keep on walking. All right, and here we go. And are we ready to roll? All right, no pit stops on the way to the other side. So Coach Mitchell is looking on, and our officials are definitely getting their steps in this evening. And Coach McComb is third down. There you go. Okay, so they got to turn it to third down. Coach McComb is lobbying that it should be first down because of where the ball was caught and where the infraction happened. But if that was the case, then they wouldn't have to stop anything. They just say, okay, you messed up, we'll move back 15 and it's 1st and 10. But it's not 1st and 10. And McComb is saying, look, I'm not having it. I'm trying to get this right now, and he's stopping. So Shane McComb is really lobbying to try to get it. Coach Mitchell's like, look, man, we're just trying to get this game over with. So now they've got to, and another flag is thrown because McComb came out onto the field. They got to get him off the field.
Sideline.
right, so it's a sideline warning. So now Coach McComb wants it. He's still in disbelief. And we're ready to start. Here we go. Now it's 3rd and 14. Vaccarella is looking to throw, throws it long, and the catch is made. What a catch. Once again, Kason Lemons provides that lemonade when you need it. Another, what did I tell you?
Yeah, you did.
McComb was really doing a good snow job because he knew all you got to do is throw it up to 6'4". 6'4" beats 5'9" any day.
And after everything they just went through on that last call, that's what you needed in a play like that. Good spark, way to spark that good play and a good throw right there.
Keeping it on the ground, Myrick's. And this time he's wrapped up and brought down Deshaun Pope, able to make a good open field tackle. And now looks like Myrick's is slow to get off. He's hobbling off the field. Looks like he may have twisted something. When you've got a 280-pound guy spinning you around, that can't happen.
Yeah, Pope has been very active tonight at defensive front. I mean, he's making plays in the backfield. He's doing a lot of great things.
2nd down and 10. Vaccarella with plenty of time, looking to throw. Finds a receiver and is quickly wrapped up and brought down. Miles Madden able to make the play. Only a 2-yard gain to make a 3rd and long.
Vaccarella, he had all day in this play right here. I mean, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going through his progressions, roll out, and he has all day back there, but he couldn't find exactly what he needed. I mean, he found something, but wasn't many positive yards he was able to get out of that.
All right, 3rd down. 4 wide receivers set. Here comes the blitz, and they're able to bring him down. Big time to get the first sack of the 3rd quarter.
This defensive line is very good. I mean, they're going to make plays, but the big man, Pope, he has been active all night. As you can see, defensive line created some pressure right there, and they created a sack, and that was just a good executed, well play right there.
After all of that, the defense shines when they need to.
Well, that was a good spin move Pope put on the center.
Wow, look at the strength of that arm. He just grabbed him and just said, come on back. That was all Deshaun right there. Remember, our school bus stop of the game. Stop means stop. And, yes, our bus has rims that spin. A booming punt. And it's going to take an Oak Mountain bounce and get inside the 20. Good punt there by Josh Renfro. We come back. We'll see if the Patriots can add on to their lead senior night here in Tuscaloosa. Now it's up to that Eagle defense to see if they can snatch the momentum from Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, who basically their defense snatched the momentum from the Eagles after a big play to get them a 1st down. So now there was a flag on the play against Hillcrest Tuscaloosa that moved them back all the way to their 6-yard line. So now Jordan Shambly who was able to run it in 32 yards on the last drive, now starting with his worst field position of the night. Keeping it on the ground are the Patriots, and they're able to get 1, possibly 2 yards.
And the defensive line, they did a good job right there just filling their gaps against the ball. I mean, all they needed was they just want to get them backed up. They did a good job of just finding the ball right there on that play.
Ethan Walton along with Xander Pender. They're all making some plays. So now you're looking at 2nd down and 9. In the shotgun is Chamblee. Chamblee's going to keep it. Oh, he throws it out. Wow, what a dangerous play. Taylor is just shellacked and hit almost immediately. They're saying that the ball was loose, but no, he was down. Let's take another look.
Just threw it out.
I mean, he just threw it out there. What a dangerous play. And a nice big hit by Kennedy Silas for Oak Mountain.
Wow.
Now it's 3rd down and 8. And I mean, Chamblee, that was a dangerous play. If that cornerback was a little bit more heads up, it could have been easy 6. Chamblee's going to keep it. Has some room to run. And he is close to the 1st down marker. They say he has enough, and he'll move the chains. And that is the way that he's able to get his team out of bad situations, using his legs.
Yeah, you see right there towards the end of that play, he tried to use the spin move. I mean, we've seen it one time tonight. He was able to get through the defender, trying to hit that spin move right there, but nevertheless, he was able to get the 1st down.
1st and 10 now at the 16-yard line. Oh, you're jamming up here, huh, RJ?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Oh, okay.
The bands are playing some pretty good music.
Okay. The quarterback keeper again, late flag at the 16-yard line. Let's see what the official call is. And things are not going in the direction the Patriots want, as now they're being pushed back due to a hold. And Chamblee looks like he may be a little beaten up there because they're really taking full licks on him.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of putting his body out there as well, but as a quarterback, he's not afraid to do anything he can to help his team, and he's showing that right here on these last few offensive plays.
Jamarian Williams now coming in at tight end. Less than 30 seconds. Pitch and catch, reception made, and a good catch there by Austin Cherry.
Yeah, Austin Cherry just looked at that ball right there, and quarterback Jordan Slammy just zipped that ball in there. So what a great throw right there and a great catch. See right here, he's very patient. He's looking, just zipped the ball right there in the tight window, and did a good job of catching that with 2 defenders around him.
We played 3 complete quarters, and now we go to the 4th quarter for these seniors at home. This is their final quarter. We'll see if the Patriots can hold on, or will the Eagles try to fly high? Friday Night Rivals continues after the break. Stay tuned. Oak Mountain's man says we may be away from home, but we're going to jam just like we're atop of Oak Mountain. Their team trails 25-17 as we start the fourth quarter. Driving are the Patriots, trying to find a way to get through this defensive front of Oak Mountain. That's Amari Taylor on the carry. Now it's a 3rd and 1. Check it, 3rd and 3. Going to send their tight end, Williams, in motion. Oh, man, good play, good play, good play. And that's what you want to see from a defensive player that steps up when they need him, and that was Clay Mills.
Yeah, Clay Mills came flying down from the outside. He knew what was coming. He met him right there, so that was a good tackle. Got a good form, ankle tackle, but at the end of the day, he still made the tackle, and that was a good tackle right there by Clay Mills.
Another decision opportunity here. You see big number 56 who is also in there trying to help out his teammate. But if you're Amari Taylor and company, they got to make a decision. And right now, that decision looks like it's going to be a punt on 4th and 3. Gunnar Webb boots this one high. Fair catch called, and there's a flag because he touched him while he was trying to fair catch it. That's not what you want to do.
Now you have to be smart right there. You can't get in the way or you can't touch when he fair catch. So that's a bad play right there.
We come back. We'll see if Oak Mountain can take that penalty and use it to their advantage. 25-17 is your score. Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Tamron Hyundai Hoover will continue after the break.
Appreciate it.
10:22 left to play here in regulation. And for the seniors of Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, they're trying to walk away with a win. And Oak Mountain trying to get on the winning side. Oak Mountain with their best starting field position of the game, starting at the Hillcrest Tuscaloosa 43-yard line. Charlie Vaccarella, the quarterback, going to throw it, trying to find someone, and that someone is Cason Lemons, but Lemons just couldn't get out that fast.
Yeah, Cason Lemons he didn't really get out there and wasn't able to catch the ball, so but at least it wasn't a turnover, but just a bad play right there.
Norfleet there on the coverage. He's one of the seniors that were honored earlier this evening. So now 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers now on the far side for Oak Mountain. Rolling out is Vaccarella. He may try to run. He does. And he's eventually brought down. A.J. Love tackles him from behind. And that's pretty good for A.J. Love when you're 6'2", 280 and can run down a quarterback.
Yeah, you see right here, he's rolling out. And he tried to cut up a little bit, but as you said, A.J. Love was all over that. And that's a big dude right there, but he was able to trace down the quarterback and make a tackle.
3rd down and 7. Carboni gets sprint out to the near side. Vaccarella trying to run out of room. Ball is tipped and it's intercepted. Way to go by the Hillcrest Tuscaloosa defense, and he's just going to keep on going. He's going to go all the way in. Katori Haywood in for the touchdown. Wow. Katori Haywood takes it all away, but wait a minute. We may have a flag. Let's see exactly what's going on. Let's see if the play will stand, if the touchdown will stand, if everything will stand. They say that he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Oak Mountain 44-yard line. Hey, but what an interception.
Yeah, that was a good interception right there. That was the definition of the tip drill. The wide receiver couldn't catch it, so you see right here, you take a look. He trying to make a move. He trying to throw it. Tipped the wide receiver hand right there, but it fell right there into the DB's hands and was a great reception right there. Although he did step out of bounds, was a great interception by Katori Hayward.
And Hayward, I don't know if he stepped out. I don't see it from this angle.
Yeah, kind of.
Now, the officials were much closer to it, but he just keeps on going. So now 1st and 10. And remember, the school bus stop of the game, I think that may be a nominee right there. And remember, our school bus rims do spin. Yeah, we got rims and they spin.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the side rim of a school bus is. Is it a 28, a 32? I don't know.
It's not a big size, right?
It's big. They're going to keep it on the ground. Deshaun Johnson, but he can't go anywhere fast. And it looks like Katori Haywood, was he out of bounds? No way.
Wow.
He wasn't out of bounds. He stayed in.
Man. Some good athleticism right there.
Yeah, he danced the sideline all the way down, but hey, the official made a call.
Yeah.
And now the play is over. They've already moved the ball. Now it's 2nd and 12. Quick pass. Reception by Trent Curley. And Curley's able to get close to the 1st down marker.
Good catch right there by Curley.
So now we're looking at about 3rd and 4. 8:30 left in regulation, and Hillcrest trying to add on to their lead. Quick to Taylor, and Taylor is quickly wrapped up. William Yoder right there to make the play.
Yeah, William Yoder did a good job of defending that play right there. He saw it, he see where it's going, and he went downhill and made a good tackle right there.
Fourth down and 3. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And looks like they may have enough, but no, Oak Mountain is saying no, he didn't get it. Amari Taylor is there, but Oak Mountain is saying no, it was short. And the defense holds for Oak Mountain, and they get it the turnover on downs.
It was a big stop right there by Oak Mountain, but if you're Oak Mountain right here, right now, it's not too late. You have to find something that'll work for your offense. Just try to get something going, maybe try to get some quick pass or some run game going, but you have to find something right now really quick that can work for you.
Defense can say they did their job. So now it's up to the offense, and for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa's defense, they need to step up and make a play one more time. Here we go. from the 35-yard line. Oak Mountain with the ball. Pitch out to Myrick. Myrick's trying to patiently find his way through. And this time, Jermichael Watson and others right there to wrap him up.
It's a good run right there on Myrick. He took the outside zone. He cut up to get some positive yards right there. But also for Hillcrest, they did a good job of getting to the ball.
2nd down and 4. Myrick's trying to find a way, and 2nd and 3rd effort gets him into Patriot territory. Wow, what a run by Marty Myrick's.
Myrick's has done a good job all night of 2nd and 3rd effort. I mean, he's going to find that crease, he's going to find that hole, but he does a good job of standing up on his feet, and he also does a good job of just being physical and refusing to go down.
Salvatore's Pizza, 1st down. Remember, 4 convenient locations in the Birmingham area. Mention Friday Night Rivals. Get 10% off of your order. Vaccarella being chased, throws, finds a receiver, and able to make the play, and that's Boston Brewer. And they're moving down the field. Here come the Eagles.
Yeah, he rolled out right there. He found Boston Brewer right there almost to the sideline, and they was able to get enough for a 1st down. But good thing about it, I noticed the offensive line, they also gave him enough time to go through his progressions and find Boston Brewer on that last play.
Vaccarella now being chased. He eludes one defender, throws it into the back of the end zone, and incomplete. Wow, Brewer, the intended receiver. Vaccarella had plenty of time, just couldn't find him at the right time.
Yeah, Adrian Love right there was on there. He created some pressure, and he almost got the sack on the quarterback, but the quarterback was able to slide out enough to get the ball thrown away. Whew.
Second down and 10. Keeping it on the ground. Myrick's. Oh, the ball was loose. Will they say the ground caused the fumble? Now, one official is saying that it's Hillcrest Tuscaloosa football. Let's take another look. Myrick's is coming around. Ooh, and that ball goes down, and it looks like Norfleet was able to recover, and they say, yes, it is Hillcrest Tuscaloosa football. Once again, the defense steps up. Now, Myrick's is saying that the ground caused the fumble, but when he was going down, the ball was in the air, not on the ground.
Yeah, so that makes it a fumble because he was not on the ground yet. But in a point like that, you just have to come down with the football. You have to make sure it's tucked and everything so it won't cause a fumble like that. Man, that's a costly fumble right there by Myrick's.
So now the Patriot offense is back in business as the defense once again able to make a key recovery. Chambly on the keeper. And he is met initially by Schwinder. J.C. Schwinder.
Schwinder has been active. He's another guy who's been active all night, too. He's going to get in the backfield, and he's going to make plays and do it as soon as he can.
Ethan Walton is down. Looks like he may be injured. 5:42 left to play here in regulation. Now the trainer's out and coach is out. Trying to look at Ethan Walton. There's one of their defensive linemen. And he gets up and quickly comes off the field. And that's the joy of being young. You think the world's coming to an end, and then all of a sudden the pain goes away.
Just hop up and run to the sideline.
Yes. For older people, the pain doesn't go away. We're still in pain. Second down and 8. 5:42 left in regulation. And Chambly, it's his job to try to either hold on to the ball or help his team score one more time. Chamblee looking to throw. Pass, reception made. Room to run for Curley. Curley is knocked out of bounds, but enough for the first down. Good job by Trent Curley.
Yeah, it was a good catch by Curley, but at the same time, it was also Kobe King did a good job of tracking that ball down and pushing him out of bounds, because maybe if he didn't push him out of bounds, he probably would have found his way into the end zone. So a good job of tracking the ball down, but also making the stop to make him get out of bounds.
Curley now running to get to his location on the play. Finally get the play off. And they're keeping it on the ground to let that clock continue to run. And that was Deshaun Johnson on the carry.
He did a good job of stepping out tonight. I mean, the starting running back, he's injured, so DeJuan Johnson did a good job of coming to the game and doing whatever team needed him to do tonight. That's what a good running back and a teammate does. They step in whatever they have to do.
Under 5 minutes now left to play here in regulation. 19 on the play clock. They can put this one on ice if they can get about 3 first downs. "17 seconds on the play clock. Chamblee going to run it, and he's close to a first down. Yoder on the tackle. So now 3rd and 1, and they're just going to try to take their time and keep running the football. When you have the capabilities to run, this makes life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job of doing it. I mean, they're just trying to run the clock out, get enough first downs. They're not trying to do anything special or spectacular, but they're doing the little things that's going to help them win this game tonight.
Chamblee, and he stretches the ball forward, and that gets across the 45-yard line for a first down. And once they move the chains, that clock will continue to run. And they're slowly but surely putting ice on this one. Another Salvatore's first down for the Patriots.
See right there, they just pushed them on in.
Now that was a tush push. I saw the hand touch the tush.
He did a good job of stretching that ball out, too.
Flag on the play. False start on the Patriots. Seemed like somebody may have moved a little bit too soon.
They said me.
and see, Amari just, that was a self-incriminating act right there. Like, me? No. .330 left, now 1st and 15. Inside run. And Taylor again with another strong run after the penalty, which brings it 2nd down and 8. Chamblee now trying to put this one on ice. He's going to let that clock continue to run down. 9 seconds on the play clock. And this run goes nowhere for DeJuan Johnson, but the most important thing is the clock continues to run.
He was denied right there, but he was met by number 22, which was Noah Lawson. He met him right there in the hole, but that was a good job right there of stopping it right there on that run.
Now, I remember many moons ago playing football in the hallway of a dorm. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll see if Oak Mountain can mount a stop and get the ball back, or will the Patriots put it on ice? Stay tuned. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa just 2 minutes away from sending their seniors off on their final home game in style with a win. Now 3rd and 8. Shamley in the shotgun with Taylor, the running back, with him. Shamley getting pressured. Now he's trying to run, and he throws the ball incomplete, and he gets hit right at when he was throwing the ball, and Ethan Walton came back from his slight injury, able to make that hit. And now it's an interesting situation because you're looking at a 4th down situation.
Yeah, he did he tried to get some pressure right there, but he did a good job of just chasing them down right there and making the play. That's what you want to see in a good defensive lineman right there. They're able to track the ball, but also they're able to get a backside play and go make a great defensive play that just happened.
3rd down and 8. Let's see, there is possibly a flag. Let's see what the call is going to be. Or are they saying it was roughing the passer? Intentional grounding, loss of down. Now it's 4th down. And it looks like it'll be a punting situation. And Shambley's coming off the field. I mean, he's hurt. He feels like, he's not himself.
He's taking some hits tonight.
And here comes Gunnar Webb. 2:05 left to play. And they tried to block it, couldn't touch it. It will take a eagle bounce and get closer to the 20-yard line, but a good punt by Gunnar Webb. So now, with under 2 minutes left to play, they've got to go over 80 yards. The ball is at the 16-yard line. You're looking at about 84 yards to get a score, and then you're going to have to think about, do you want to go for 1 or 2, get an onside kick? But it all starts right now with this young man, Charlie Vaccarella. And they're going to keep it spread out. Marty Myrick's the back in the backfield. Vaccarella trying to do something, and he's throwing it high. Myrick has to pay the price this one didn't go well at all for the Eagles.
Yeah, those two good defensive plays right there. They applied the quarterback on Charlie Vaccarella, and then he threw the ball to Marty Mavericks, and then they were all over that right there. You see right here in this play, take a look. He's looking downfield. He's got crushed up right there, pressure. Then he just dumps it off to Marty Mavericks, but then Marty Mavericks, he had to tackle for loss as well.
Vaccarella is just trying to find a way to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and he does. Time is not working for them. Under 2 minutes, right at a minute 10. So they've got to move fast because they've got to go all the way down the field, 80-plus yards, to try to score. Now it's less than a minute. Charlie looking to throw long. He's sailing it up in the air, and it's a catch. First down, and it's a flag on the play. Isaac Booth shows himself again after getting a number of catches in the first quarter.
Wow, it was a big catch right there for Isaac Booth. I mean, he was patient. He tracked the ball in the air. He saw it. He just came down with it, and that was a huge catch right there by Isaac Booth. Good protection right there by his offensive lineman. He just launches it up. He looks the ball in with a defender on his back. He still made the catch right there. Good catch right there.
DJ Jones was trying to do everything to stop him from catching that ball. Now the ball's at the 49-yard line of the Patriots. High drama here in Tuscaloosa. Less than a minute to play, 45 seconds on the clock. And once again, for Friday Night Rivals, everybody's watching it on TV or online, and no one has left the stadium. Okay, 48.5 left on the clock, and now we're ready to roll. Brewer goes in motion to the near side. Vaccarella getting some pressure, trying to go with a screen, incomplete. Trying to find Myrick right there in the middle of the field. Oak Mountain has 2 timeouts left. They call one of them. So now 41 seconds left. Shane McComb's got some decisions to do and make because they got to figure out how they're going to get down the field.
Yeah, that was a good explosive play on this last play, but they got to figure out how they're going to do that, whether it's going back to the running game or the passing game. But whatever they do, it has to be quick right now because if they do score, they're going to have to figure out they're going to go for the field goal or an extra point. So they have to make quick decisions right now in the timeout.
Is McComb confident enough in his running game to try to get some runs to set up possibly an alley-oop pass to limit?
I think he could do that. I mean, he knows his offense. He knows playmakers he has. So I think in a point like this, he's very confident in his players. So maybe you'll see that in the upcoming drive right here.
And the cheerleaders for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa having a good time. Pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And here we go, 2nd down and 10. I think he's trying to let the official know if we don't get this, I may want to call a timeout. He's got 1 timeout remaining. He may want to hold it if he needs it right there in the red zone. And now timeout called by Hillcrest Tuscaloosa because they've got 3. So they don't need to save theirs.
Yes, I think that was a smart decision. I mean, they wanted to see what Oak Mountain was going to get into, so they would have to call a timeout so they could adjust quickly. So they got 3 timeouts, so that was a very smart timeout to give right there for Hillcrest.
So now if you're Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, do you try to bring some heat to try to hurt this sophomore quarterback's confidence, to try to sort of shake him into making the wrong decision?
Yeah, I think you definitely want to bring some pressure, and you also want to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable, but you also have to be smart because we know we've seen Oak Mountain do some things tonight on offense that's very explosive, so you want to make him feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, you just want to be careful and very cautious.
So now Coach Mitchell making sure his defense knows exactly what they need to do. 2nd and 10. They've got to make sure their backside is there defensively because we've already seen huge pass plays come from Oak Mountain. Carboni goes in motion now. He stood up on the far side. Vaccarella's going to run it. Spin, the ball comes loose. It's loose. He picks it back up like a basketball. Wow, what a play by Charlie Vaccarella.
Ooh, that was a great save right there.
But now the clock stops because it's a first down. Let's take another look.
See right here, I mean, he's looking, and he eventually takes off. But right about here, he knocks that ball out, but he was able to recover right there. So somebody else recovered by number 13, which was Joey Carboni. So that was a great recovery by Joey Carboni.
What a play. 30 seconds left. When I say you getting all the bounces, that's definitely one.
That was a huge bounce.
We look like we were playing a little Australian rules football there for a second. So Oak Mountain trying to get their play call in. 30 seconds left. So now ball at the 31. They still got to move the chains before they start play. So they're moving the chains right now. 30 seconds left here in regulation. Now we're ready. Charlie looking in the corner of the end zone, trying to find Lemon. And it's incomplete. Norfleet was right there. He got some help from his teammate. But he's got his work cut out for him, trying to handle this big 6'4" wide receiver in Lemon. And there's a flag. Here comes the ball. Whoa, ooh. I don't know. That looked like a clean play.
He was in what you call a phase.
Oh, he's holding his shoulder pad.
They're going to throw that every time.
Yeah, they got to. He was holding that shoulder pad, which you're going up against a 6'4" receiver.
Yeah.
What you going to do? You got to grab something. All right, once again, opportunity here. Windows World Red Zone now for the Eagles. Vaccarella looking, running out of room. He's got to throw it. Almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Camarcus Silvers was right there, and it just went in and out of his hand.
Yeah, he was all in it. He's looking, he's rolling, but you see him throw it right there. But Camarcus Silvers, man, you got to have those right there. And now he regrets it.
Camarcus Silvers wanted that one. He plays that star position on defense for Hillcrest. 17 seconds left for McCombs Eagles. Myrick's in the backfield along with Vaccarella. Looking to throw, has a lot of room to run, but he's going to throw it in the back of the end zone, and it's knocked out of play. Great job once again, DJ Jones able to make the play.
Huge play by DJ Jones. He saw the ball, he saw it, but he was also able to knock it down. So way to be aware. And also, he did a good job of knowing where the ball was at. It was a huge defensive stop right there.
Take another look. Vaccarella had time, running out of time, back of the end zone, and Jones is right there. Ten seconds. He's trying to tell them to hurry it up. They got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Get it off. They got it off just in time. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, goodness. Did he call a timeout? Timeout called by Hillcrest Tuscaloosa. And I know Coach McComb is like, whoa. Thank you for calling that timeout, Coach. He said I had to call it. So now each team with one timeout left. McComb may have just got saved by Hillcrest able to call that timeout because they were out of position. Now he's looking to change some personnel around with 8.5 seconds left here in regulation. But now we've got the officials conversating a little bit. And hopefully that's just them saying, hey, where are we going after the game? I don't know. What's good to eat in Tuscaloosa this time of night when there's no game on Saturday?
Oh, man, you got a lot of nice places to eat.
Okay.
You going to try some?
No, I've got to get back to Birmingham. 8.5 seconds left. Here we go, 3rd and 10. So now timeout is called again, this time by Oak Mountain. And, oh no, Hillcrest calls the timeout. So they use their final timeout. Makes sense to use their final timeout because a stop here, the game's over.
Yes. So very smart timeout right there.
So in our final act equipment coach call, what's the best defense for this situation? Do you bring the house or do you let everybody play prevent?
I think you, in a safe situation like this, you just kind of keep everybody back and let them play prevent because, I mean, Oak Mountain, they have some playmakers, and you rather be safe than sorry right here. So I think you just kind of play prevent and have defenders everywhere.
3rd and 10. 8.5 seconds left. And here we go. Vaccarella with time, getting pressured. Going to throw it into the end zone. The ball was tipped, and it's incomplete. But they've got some time left. Do they have any time left? Hold on. They got to see if they have any time left. I think they may have 1 second. Yeah, I think they've got a second. They've got a second. 1 second. So they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. .6 seconds. Oh,
coaches.
Oh, man. So if this was basketball, it would have to be a alley-oop or a tip.
Yes.
But it's football, so you get a full play. And he said, that's what it is. And Coach Rich was like, wait a minute, what?
He's not happy.
.6? Really? So you mean to tell me since we got a nice scoreboard, we got to play one more play because we got a nice scoreboard? That's why. That's what it is. We had an old rinky-dink scoreboard. There's no .6.
Right.
You can't see a .6 on the old school scoreboard. Look at Coach. He's like, how does this happen?
How is this even possible?
I'm telling you, sometimes you got to go back to the old scoreboard. Yeah. Unbelievable. How does this happen? One more play in regulation. And the get-back coaches hold the coach. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Vaccarella looking, throwing into the corner of the end zone. It's up, and it's a catch. It's a catch. Case and Lemon brings lemonade again. Another City of Bessemer touchdown. Just like that, the Lemonade Man shows up again.
Wow, we've seen what he's been capable to do all night, but in a play like that, you have to know where your playmakers at, and they just did a good job of just basically throwing up to Case and Lemons, and that was just a good job of going to get the ball. Wow, what a play and what a throw, and definitely what a great catch by Case and Lemons.
Wow. Now we got even more drama because they got to go for 2. .6 seconds.
Wow.
away from winning the game.
0.6 seconds to do
And
a lot,
now
right?
this defense has got to step up one more time. Now for 2. And we could be going into overtime. Vaccarella looking, throws, catch made. No! Defense stopped him! Silvers gets the goal! Key Marcus Silvers with a game-winning tackle. And that's our school bus stop of the game, too.
Yes, what a huge stop right there. I mean, you seen the adversity you went through. You had to go for it in 2, but way to step up right there. Way to make a huge game-winning tackle right there. And that's what big-time players do, and that's exactly what he did.
Only on Friday Night Rivals, junior Keymarcus Silvers ends the game with Myrick's being 1 yard short, and big number 4 steps up. He plays the star position, and he was the star that shines the brightest tonight.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Drummond Company player